Do you know something? What if you lose your job tomorrow? Whenever there's a death happens, there are two losses. Emotional loss, financial loss.
And actually, most of people, they don't think on these lines.
Have you? Absolutely. See, think about it. Many times what happens, we keep saying, I don't have money for my kids' education. I don't have money for my retirement. I don't have money to buy my dream house. But I've got money for cigarettes. I've got money for liquor. So, but then your parents are still dependent on you. And your wife is also partly dependent on you. Now, what if you're not there tomorrow morning? But I think if you stop spending on these unwanted things, one day you can. At least 4,000-5,000 rupees a month you should start saving for that particular goal right now. You may not be able to work beyond 50.
Right.
So which means you only have 20 years of productive life now.
Correct.
After that, how are you going to survive?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, all your tomorrow's meeting have been lined up, and the Excel sheets you wanted, they have been sent. Sir, I had a request. May I?
Tell me.
Sir, I wanted to go a little early today because I want to go shopping.
What are you going to shop?
Actually, I wanted to upgrade my phone, sir. Since my friends have good high-end phones, so I saved some money.
Anything happened to your current phone? Is it damaged?
No, it is absolutely fine. It's a smartphone, sir.
Then why do you want to buy one more?
Exactly. So if you're also one of those who is going to spend money the way I was about to, then this video is for you. If you're confused between where to spend, whether to spend on your wants or to spend on your needs, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Junaid and welcome to Freedom's YouTube channel. I have got somebody who is super energetic and who is always available to talk about something which is for you, the audience. Mr. C.S. Sudheer, the founder and CEO. Sir, I am really confused whether you will allow me to buy a phone or not.
You should not when
Why?
you have a good phone with you. I would have allowed you to buy probably if you don't have any other priorities. Think about it this way. In fact, in marketing session, we learned about this Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So the basic needs are first. Now, as a youth, as a youngster today, obviously you want to flash your, the
High-end
brand new
phone.
high-end phone, or you want to ride a motorcycle which is brand new, high-end, super bike kind of thing. But then what is most essential here is, how have you positioned your current financial position? Are you in a good shape? How do you check?
Yeah, physically I am. But
Physically you're in good shape. How do you check whether financially you're in good shape? So how do you check that? Very, very simple. Let's understand the first one. The first one is, have you taken sufficient term insurance coverage? Do you have a term insurance policy? No. How old are you now?
I'm 30.
30. And are you married?
Yes.
You're married. And your parents are dependent on you?
Yeah.
And your wife is working?
Yes.
Your wife is working? So, but then your parents are still dependent on you?
Correct.
And your wife is also partly dependent on you?
Yes.
Now, what if you're not there tomorrow morning?
I never thought of this, sir.
What if you die tomorrow?
Yeah, life is actually unpredictable. It
Correct,
can
right?
happen.
What if it happens? Now, they should have some kind of financial coverage. That's what I keep saying. Whenever there's a death happens, there are two losses. Emotional loss, financial loss. Emotional loss is, I lost my husband. I lost my son. I lost my father. That no one can compensate. But the financial loss, my husband's income, my son's income,
Correct.
my father's income, that's a loss. That can be compensated and that has to be planned. Have you taken care of that? Have you bought sufficient amount of term insurance coverage?
And actually, most of people, they don't think on these lines.
Have you?
Same here. Correct.
So you must buy term insurance coverage first. And that should be at least equal to, since you're 30-year-old, at least if your annual income is ₹1,00,000, you must have annual income is, monthly income is ₹1,00,000 means, let's say 10 lakh is your annual income, which means 10 into 20 times. 2 crore rupee term insurance coverage.
All right.
So that tomorrow if something happens to you, your family will not suffer financially.
Okay.
They get 2 crore rupee. And for that, for your age 30-year-old, I think you'll have to pay a premium of about 15,000-16,000 rupee annually.
Oh, so hardly 1200, 1500 a month.
That's it.
That's it.
16,000 you pay annually, you'll get literally 2 crore rupee coverage.
Oh.
But that's like you're paying salary to your security guard. If nothing happens to you, you won't get back anything. You can learn more about it in the term insurance course on Freedom app.
Is there a fixed period also for this? Like
You can
tenure?
take it up to 60 years. If you're alive till the age of 60, you'll earn enough to take care of all the financial needs of your family.
Correct.
So after 60, even if you die, obviously there will be emotional loss, but financial loss won't be there.
All right.
Right? So first one, you've not done it. So now you have one reason why you should not buy mobile phone now.
Okay.
Second reason, do you have sufficient amount of health insurance?
No, I don't.
Okay. So now think, tomorrow suddenly you fall ill or some of your family members fall ill. Do you have at least 25-30 lakh rupee health insurance coverage?
I don't.
Yeah. So the best thing you must do is 5 lakh rupee basic health insurance, 25 lakh rupee super top up.
Okay.
Together it will cost you about 25 to 30,000 rupee per year premium.
Oh, again, around 2,000 a month.
Yes. By doing that, tomorrow if something happens to you, you're not, you fall ill and you get admitted in the hospital.
It covers the entire
or
family?
your family members. Yeah, obviously. It's a floater plan.
Okay.
So you can learn more about it in the health insurance course on Freedom app. How to choose the best one. Now the third one. You said you're 30 now. Have you got kids?
I have one.
One. How old is the baby?
6.
6-year-old. Now a 6-year-old baby, what have you done for the baby's future? What do you want that baby to do?
Whatever he wants to become, he can.
Correct.
Like 3 Idiots movie.
So whatever, but you'll have to fund the education. As a father, that's your responsibility. At least at least until he turns 21, 22, you have to fund his education.
Correct.
Have you saved some money for his education, especially the higher education? Graduation, post-graduation will cost you a bomb. Have you saved enough money?
Not enough. For schooling, we have.
Correct. But that's something you are paying from your earning now.
Correct.
But then once he turns 15, 16, he decides to go to a good college for some good degree.
Then we need lump sum amount.
Yeah. Do you have it? So you have to start saving for that. At least 4,000-5,000 rupee a month you should start saving for that particular goal right now.
So then I should not go with these liabilities, right?
Absolutely. That's depreciating asset.
I should go for assets.
Assets. So that's the third one, right?
Okay.
The fourth one is, you said you're 30. You're working in a private company. Do you get pension after you retire? Even in government jobs today, there's no pension.
Yeah. You should start a plan for
So no private company. Today even government jobs won't offer you pension.
Correct.
Have you planned for your pension? I don't know. In the current trend of things we are doing, you may not be able to work beyond 50.
Right.
So which means you only have 20 years of productive life now.
Correct.
After that, how are you going to survive? Right? Today, you've got some 50-60,000 rupees in the bank, you want to buy latest mobile phone. But then, that's because you've got some salary coming to your account every month. One day it will stop.
Of course.
And that day, will you stop eating?
This is kind of an eye-opener for me.
Will you stop paying rent or the EMIs? Or stop sending your kids to school?
Expenses will be the same or maybe higher.
Absolutely. How are you going to manage? So you have to save for retirement.
We should.
That's the fourth most important. That's the most important. Start saving for your retirement. Fifth one. Do you live in a own house or a rented house?
Own house.
And do you have any plans to upgrade the house?
Yes, I'm building a house for my parents now. Currently going on. The construction is almost done.
Very good. But then when are you planning to build your own house?
This is what I'm gifting my parents. That's my own. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is for your parents.
My parents have already one existing house and I'm gifting them another one now.
Brilliant.
Constructing in village.
That's a very good
3 BHK.
That's a very good thing. But do you want to have a own house of your taste in Bangalore anytime in the future?
Bangalore is too expensive. I will ask.
So you don't want to?
I want to, but I think I cannot because it's too expensive. So.
But I think if you stop spending on these unwanted things, one day you can.
I think it's a waste of money then. Like spending on these things.
Absolutely. See, think about it. Many times what happens, we keep saying, I don't have money for my kids' education. I don't have money for my retirement. I don't have money to buy my dream house. But I've got money for cigarettes.
Oh.
I've got money for liquor. I've got money for all these latest
Parties,
gadgets,
holidays.
parties, birthday celebration, all unwanted stuff. Please understand, it is important to have, enough money saved to create your own dream address. See, this is something which we all want to do. Because how much ever wealth you create, you won't take it with you when you go.
Of course.
But then at least living in your own dream house is something which everybody wants to do.
Sense of achievement.
Gives you, So, but to do that, you have to start saving money. If you're not doing any of these things, if you have not done any of these things, and if you're trying to buy this depreciating asset like a mobile phone
or a car or a bike.
No, car, see, I keep saying this, right? Every individual, I say this. You have to take care of your basic financial needs. Insurance, savings for your kids' education, savings for your retirement, savings for your financial goals like purchasing your dream car, purchasing your dream house. So today if you buy a dream car, a good one, 10, 12 years, 15 years, you can use it. But the point here is, do you have money in the bank to take care of it, or do you want to borrow money from the bank to do it? Sometimes what happens, we buy these luxuries without having money in the bank, which means you're putting yourself into a debt trap.
Just to show off in the society. That's it.
Don't do that. Have a proper plan. Go one step at a time and start saving. And most importantly, I forgot to ask you, how much do you spend every month for your basic needs? Kids' school fees, your EMIs, your shopping, your basic home expenses. How much do you spend money?
Around 40K, you can say.
40, 50. How much money you have in the bank, cash?
Around maybe 2-3 lakhs I have.
Do you know something? What if you lose your job tomorrow morning?
You said I'm permanent here.
What if you lose? What if you meet with an accident and you can't work for next 1 year?
Yeah.
What do? Do you have emergency fund?
That I never thought of. So,
you must have at least your 10 months expenses in the bank as emergency fund. If you don't have that, and tomorrow you meet with an accident, you lose your hand or leg, or you lose your job, what do you feed your family? Have emergency. These are the things taken care. No, I've done all these things. Then go ahead and buy your mobile phone. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fantastic, sir. I got the solution. So right now is not the right time to go for these liabilities. I have learned this thing. And now I'm not gonna go for shopping because...
so continue the rest of the job.
Yeah, so I'll get back to you with the Excel sheets again. And you also, if you're confused between your wants and needs, please figure them out today, right now. Because what I have learned from this very interview is I'm going to go for this term insurance, I'm going to go for this health insurance, and in case I want to invest, I will invest in land or some assets which will yield me better results tomorrow, and I'll definitely plan for my retirement, sir.
And emergency fund.
And emergency funds also. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for giving out time, sir. And hopefully you must have learned a lot. And for such interesting videos, please keep watching us and keep following us, and do subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Junaid, and I'll see you soon in something next interesting. Bye-bye.